Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm. My name is Renee, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I'm in the thumb of Michigan and like to do videos on canning and baking and vintage recipes. And today is Good Friday, so I have been prepping for Easter. And we're doing our Easter dinner on Saturday with my grandkids and my kids so that their Sundays are available for the other side of the family. And also Sunday is going to be a really busy day for me because I am in the kitchen committee at church and I have to make an egg casserole. We have breakfast and then we have service, and then we'll come home and we'll have leftovers for Easter dinner on Easter, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty. I just tend to do that. I think I have a concise menu and then I keep adding, oh, because this person likes that and that person likes that. But I wanted to step in today, I wanted to stop in today and let you know what my theme is going to be for April. I am going to be, and I have notes, this is going to be my Thrifty and Thriving Vintage April Kitchen series. I am trying to be thrifty and thriving in semi-retirement. And I can tell you honestly, the past month and a half have not been as thrifty. When we got sick, you just do things for convenience. And I got in the habit of just picking up or ordering what I wanted. So I need to put the brakes on that, stop that, and get back on track. And so I have a lot of things in my pantry and my freezers and my canned goods. So I'm going to try and limit how much I am buying. I still have to buy my dairy and some things, but I am going to try and really restrict my grocery budget. I'm going to keep it, I would say, under $200 for the month. And I will try and keep it even lower than that. Now, Easter, I went and I got all the Easter things, but there were some good deals. My ham was 79 cents a pound. Potatoes were on sale. I got some really good deals. So I'm happy about that, but it just, when you buy this and you buy that, it adds up. So first I thought I would share my Easter menu with you. And okay, it's gonna be a ham, and I like doing an old-fashioned ham, not the spiral slice. That's just how I was raised. And I really like how it turns out. I think it's always juicier. So I'm from Michigan, so we put burners on top of our ham, baste it with that. And then I make a sauce, a glaze from brown sugar and mustard, and glaze that on top. And it turns out really good. So we're gonna have turkey. I'm also doing some meatballs, and I picked up on sale some frozen meatballs. And I liked them because it wasn't as big a bag, but these didn't have the additives in it. It didn't have dairy, it didn't have gluten, it didn't have fake meat. I could read every ingredient and understand it. So I'm gonna make some teriyaki meatballs in the crock pot. If our son from the other side of the state shows up, he doesn't like ham a lot. And the meatballs will be really good left over, and I can do things with it. And I always send home food with my kids. My mom always did it for me. And it's so nice to send home, some leftovers for them. And we don't need that much leftovers. So ham and meatballs. I'm gonna do mashed potatoes. My grandkids like mashed potatoes and gravy, so I'm gonna do that. But when I was boiling some eggs for deviled eggs, some cracked more. So I decided to make a little bowl of potato salad. I make a very old-fashioned egg potato salad, and my son likes it, so he'll be happy that I made that. We are gonna have cracked green beans using my home canned green beans. They're wonderful. They have soy sauce and brown sugar and bacon and onion powder and garlic powder and butter, and they're sweet and savory, and they are just really good. So, and we're gonna have rolls, and we're gonna have deviled eggs. I'm trying to think if I got everything. And some raw veggies and some dips. I got a burnt ends dip, and I got some hummus dip. So we're gonna have that, and I got some crackers too. Because we're gonna color eggs. I have my eggs hard boiled for the kids. They come here and we do the egg coloring here, then they take them home with them for Easter. And I got 2 pies. I didn't make pies this year. I decided to not push myself that much and stress myself out. And they had pies on sale at Myers, Marie Callender's, for like $5. And I went, okay. So I got a coconut cream and a Dutch apple. I have to bake the Dutch apple. I think they're $5.49. So, see, that's the one I got. And yes, I can bake pies. But this year, I'm doing the whole meal basically myself. My daughter will be here tomorrow to help. So it's not like I'm just in charge of like just the pies or just the meat. So I'm trying to make it stress-free for everyone. You know, my daughter-in-law has 2 children, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, you know, my grandkids, and we found out that she's expecting number 3. So, you know, she doesn't need, she's busy. And she's a wonderful mom, so she didn't need that. So I'm going to be doing this series for April, focusing on being thrifty and thriving and vintage April kitchen. I'm going to feature vintage recipes this month because they're thrifty. There's a reason that they were so popular, you know, and they use basics. They're not, I don't have to go out and buy fancy ingredients and extra special things. So I'm going to go through my mom and grandma's books, and I am going to be doing vintage recipes this month, featuring that. And I'm going to be doing a couple of canning videos too. But I wanted to let you know to keep an eye out for vintage April kitchen. And I think it's going to be fun. I think, you know, when I do these recipes, it always makes me think of my mom and my grandma and times together. And it brings back good memories. And I think, and my family enjoys it. My husband likes them. So we're going to be doing that. So I will be giving some tips on how to be thrifty and thrive in your kitchen and what they used to do that. You know, tips that my mom and grandma gave me. I'm going to be sharing those too. So I just wanted to stop on and say Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to Good Friday service tonight. I'm looking forward to that. And I just wanted to let you know what my plan was for April. So thank you so much for stopping in. We'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.